Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Aman Nakagawa.
Thank you, Dr. Kerry. I really appreciate it. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Success Conference. It's a great honor to be here. And it's actually a pleasure to be in front of the future industry leaders. Each one of you is a leader. You don't know it yet, but that's the goal. I look forward to sharing with you some key digital applications, some of which has already been said by Mr. Taylor and Miss Austin. Mr. Taylor started out with a great story about plugging in and recharging his phone in the mall, and someone saying no. This is very clearly a digital symbol, and I wanted to give you my story of an instance of how digital manifests itself. My landlady is from Sicily, and she's the owner of the house that I live in since the 1960s. She has a hunched back, and she has the clearest green eyes. She can spot a woodpecker in New Jersey or a spot of dust on the ceiling. The house is immaculately kept. On Sunday, I put an old swivel chair by the garbage bins. And on Monday morning, she caught me on my way out to work, and she said, "Hey, you." And this is her affectionate way of addressing me. You got to put the chair out on Wednesday, otherwise you get in big trouble, and you have to pay the fine. You'll get a big surprise in your backyard. You understand? So I said, "Yes, Mrs. P." So in one gesture, Mrs. P gave me a very digital signal. So I just wanted to kind of expand on this idea of digital, as we tend to think of it more in terms of its manifestations rather than the source of what's behind it. Digital, it has the same source as digit, which is the Latin word digitus. Some early forms of digital were the abacus, which is now coming back into vogue, from what I understand. The lighthouse beacon, smoke signals, Braille, Morse code. So, you know, these discrete values, what makes digital is discrete values, 1s, 2s, 3s, ABC, 1s, 0s. And in contrast, Miss Austin was telling me backstage that she reminded me that cassettes are an instance of analog. And analog systems use continuous values like voltage. Anyone read comic books? You like Spider-Man?
Oh, I love Spider-Man.
All right.
There's one coming out.
Movie.
There's a new movie coming out. Do you know about that?
Yes. And Spider-Man, he has web shooters which shoot out webs at a very discrete, So he is our digital hero. And one of his arch nemesis is Electro, who, shoots electric bolts from his body. So you can see Electro as being the analog nemesis. Also, are any of you into art or Impressionism? Know of Impressionism? No? So there is a French Impressionist painter who paints in polka dots. And so when you far away from the image, all you see is the image, but when you come close up, you can see all the dots. He would be an example of a digital painter. Someone like Van Gogh who works with long brush strokes. This is more of an analog painter. So I hope these illustrations kind of help paint the difference between the two. In 2002, we entered into the digital age, and it's dominated the market because there are less noise or error in digital communication. In other words, it's much more clear, as Mr. Taylor had said earlier. There's less noise or less variation. And variation is something that you want to control. And I will be talking about that shortly in terms of one of the applications. So, first question. What is the highest paid work? Brain surgeon. Lawyer. What else? Doctor? Basketball player. All right. These, what's that? Baseball player. Okay. What's that?
Is the highest paid.
Highest paid. This is probably true. The highest paid and most valuable work in America is thinking. And that's because of all things that people do, thinking has the greatest possible consequences. The better you think, the better decisions you make. The better decisions you make, the better actions you will take. And the better actions that you take, the better results you will get, and the better will be the quality of your life and work. I work in nonprofit in behavioral health care, and our product is nothing physical. It's very intangible. Our product is quality of life. Are you happy at the end of the day? Are you able to, are you able to function independently? Are you connected with resources and providers? Do you have connections with your family? Do you have a social support structure that will help you succeed? You have the ability right now to solve any problem, overcome any obstacle, and achieve any goal for yourself. Everything begins with thinking. In preparing for this conference, I wanted to introduce you to this idea called digital introspection. And Mr. Taylor touched on that in his introduction in terms of how well we know ourselves and being able to see digital technology as extensions of ourselves. Just think of putting on like a super suit that'll help you jump very high or even fly, you know? These are all ideas that take our natural talents and predispositions and expand them. And that's what you want to do with digital applications. You want to take what is naturally occurring to you and then expand who you are in terms of what it is that you're going to do in life. Guess what's the best digital instrument in the world? Computer? Internet? What else? Ah, thank you. Your brain. Your brain is your best digital instrument. It has unlimited memory, unlimited downloading capacity, unlimited uploading capacity, and unlimited storage space. And we're all prone to the same things that affect our computers and devices. All digital applications are designed to overcome space and time. You age less and remain younger while getting more done. Digital applications have made it possible to order pizza from Papa John's with jalapenos, pineapples, extra cheese, or meet your spiritual soulmate on an online dating website. My wife is the founder of a spiritual matchmaking and friendship and networking site. So I'm not going to tell you too much more about myself, except that I am in social services, I am in behavioral health care, and that the digital applications that I have to share with you are not high-tech. We don't have data from Star Trek, but it's important to think about digital applications in terms of the environment that you're going to be in. You know, how cost-effective is it? You don't want a high-definition television in your studio apartment, unless that's your goal. I think the key words for digital applications are that they're practical, that they're functional, and they're applicable. And I'm going to share with you 5 different applications. Some of them, I think probably you're familiar with most of them. And I use these in my work, and hopefully these will be of benefit to you in your work. One of the applications is, how many of you, first of all, how many of you are on Facebook? Oh, all right. How many of you are on LinkedIn? Oh, good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty good. Okay, I urge each and every one of you to begin to establish a presence on LinkedIn, because this social networking site is probably the best place to begin building professional relationships. LinkedIn de-emphasizes the monster.com approach of sending resumes in and waiting for results. HR recruiters receive about 400 resumes a day. and the viewing time is about 10 to 15 seconds. So social media has changed all that in that you can now eliminate 6 degrees of separation and have 0 degrees of separation. So on LinkedIn, you can build your profile. Basically, it's like a living resume, but you're connected with many different people, and you'll be invited to connect with people from the past who may be on your email list, and through your school or through other affiliations that you have, you'll be able to be connected. You can also join groups. If you are musicians, there are plenty of musician groups from which you can connect with. Also, when you log in, you will see that people have started to search your profile. You'll see how many hits a day that your profile has gotten. So that's LinkedIn. The next one Mr. Taylor also went over is the mobile device. I would like to say that I do use it for automated banking. And automated banking is a neural network-based technology. It uses pattern recognition. So if you say the word 5, the pattern recognition technology will work to recognize any any combination that 5 is said, the word 5 is said. It's a great way to save time. You don't have to wait in lines. You don't have to go to the ATM. You can just do it online. The third technology is video conferencing. How many of you know what video conferencing is? Okay, great. Just imagine a large room with 3 TVs, and if you work in an organization that has multiple sites, you can get all different sites on those video screens and communicate with everyone right there. And after the video conference, everyone can leave and go back to their office. Again, it's a space and time buster. The way that I use video conferencing is for persons who are in prison, getting ready to be released into the community. I'll go to the courthouse. I'll interview them over the screen, and if they're ready to come into the community, then we'll work on admitting them. Video conferencing cuts down time associated with travel. The fourth technology is webinars, and a webinar is a seminar conducted over the internet. And again, this is a space and time saver. Applications for web conferencing include meetings, training events, lectures, and basically you can do this from any computer, and it can be hooked into your email. Say you want to invite other people, you can send the link to other people, and they can all link into a training webinar. Finally, the fifth application is statistical software packages. Now, many of you may be thinking, why would I want to purchase a statistical software package? I can't emphasize enough, if you're planning a career in the social sciences or information technology or business, sooner or later you'll discover how important statistical thinking is. At some point, as you further your education, take a statistics class. Start learning statistics. If you know some basic statistics like mean, median, and mode, you're already in great shape. It'll enhance your thinking, and because it's so difficult, it'll help you understand other areas of knowledge very well. The way I use statistics is I have 22 different software packages, and I use so I go through a lot of data manipulation. And one application would be if I have a clinic in Brooklyn that schedules 2,000 appointments in 1 month, and there's a 50% no-show rate, I'm going to want to analyze the data and find out whether it's because someone is scared to come in and find out about their health status, or because the person over the phone wasn't caring enough to to connect with them in a way that would make them feel warm and welcome. So in summary, digitally introspect, look inside of yourself to see how to discover what it is that you want to do. That digital technology can help to magnify your existing talents and abilities to contribute value. That's one thing, is that everything that you do adds value to something else or someone else, and that translates into a career. Establish your profile on LinkedIn. Use your mobile phone as a portable office. Use video conferencing to connect with people in person while miles or continents away, and use webinars to gain access to multiple types of learning and knowledge. And invest in learning how to use statistical applications. Excel is a great place to start. SPSS, SAS, Minitab, and these have a wide range of statistical power and procedures. All digital applications should be practical, functional, and applicable. I'm Aman Nakagawa. Thank you so much.